welcome to the National Meat Treasure Podcast with your host, Sasha, aka Nightwing. Let's just use fictional characters now. I'm fucking Nightwing from fucking
Nightwing is fire. It's your boy Kylo Ren. But in this universe, he's South Korean and he's been at the spa all day, and he's enjoying himself. So, yeah. Hope everyone's good.
Wow, I love that mask. And I'm Joey from the National Meat Treasure Podcast. Yeah.
So I need a poll. Let's just start this with a poll. Actually, not a poll, but before I get to the poll, I have to talk about something I heard and a TikTok. And the TikTok said it was a black guy, and he was saying,
starting early.
Are you attracted to white women, or have you just not looked at them long enough? Now, with that being
you've
said,
said this too many times.
I have. But
Yeah,
but I think what we were just talking about before is relevant because you were talking about how attractive Adam Driver is, and I think Adam Driver is the exact fit for that quote right there. Because to look at Adam Driver for a long time and think he's good looking is insane.
Bro,
that is an ugly man.
He is tall as hell.
I'm saying
he's an incredible actor.
First of all,
he's
wait,
passionate.
how tall is he? I'm not talking any of those things. I'm talking his face, his head, his nose, his eyes.
Okay, so
you would make out with him?
See, the thing is that
offended.
You have to understand that everyone has not only the influence of what European aesthetics are, but they also will eventually find beauty in it. Just like you can find beauty in any kind of face. I personally think, just like you can find like you can find Greek gods that were probably sculpted out of marble that will look exactly like Adam Driver. And if that doesn't
what's
tell
crazy
you
about
that
this?
Humankind has always had those kind of people. Bro,
here's my thing about Adam Driver, and it's very specific because the thing about Adam Driver is that knowing you for so long, if they were to give me a picture of Adam Driver and they were to tell me, hey, one of your friends beat this person up when you were kids, I would 100% guess it was you, Christian. This is like a look this was like the look of a person that you would beat up. So in fact, I think that's what's jarring me. Like if you guys out there in the meat world, if you think that Adam Driver's attractive, keep it to yourself because I'm gonna judge you. But Cardona finding him attractive specifically just irks me because I know in 2005 you would have beat this guy up for no reason. Also, how tall is he? You said he was tall. Adam Driver.
He's quite tall.
6'3"?
No,
also,
he's taller.
I
think he's
like
6'5",
if you're over 6'3", you should be killed. That's weird. Like there's something wrong with you.
Wait, what? What is with you already? Why that hot take? Like you're a pretty tall person, so you believe anyone?
I'm 6 feet tall. I think 6'2" should be 6'2", 6'3". Why is his height not on the internet? 6'2" and a half. Wow, that's really specific. He knew I was going to say that. According to celebheights.com, he is 6'2" and a half.
Oh, that's weird. I thought it was much.
Also, like,
I get.
Where do these sites get their info from?
I said 6 feet 2 1/4. Yo, IMDb reporting differently. 1/4. Who measured that quarter? And who?
Did somebody steal his license?
Yeah, I think that might be it. Right?
Could you imagine there was somebody's job to break into celebrities' homes and measure them in their sleep?
I think that is a real job, and I think that's a perfect job for you. I think you could be very sneaky and take great photographs.
Oh, I'm too clunky and ox-like. I couldn't break and enter. I've tried.
Oh, okay. Well, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, let's not put that out in the air. No, but you know what? There's a lot to talk about. Yo, already with the heat, how many people have had sex tapes released this week?
Well, it's appropriate timing because it's Valentine's week. So
it is.
We had Nelly drop a sex tape. Nelly dropped a sex tape. Lil Fizz dropped a sex tape.
He did drop
this one's a little sad, but Isaiah Rashad was outed. I believe it was a revenge porn type of deal.
Yeah.
Nobody knew Isaiah Rashad was gay, and 2 videos of him are circulating Twitter. One of whom where he is sucking dick, and I think another of him getting his dick sucked by 2 men. Good on him having that threesome.
Good.
Yeah.
But
like
if you're not familiar with any of these three people, there's obviously, I think we all know who Nelly is, country grammar rapper from the 2005s. Unless you have like some 17-year-old listener out there, Google Nelly. Then you have Lil Fizz of B2K fame. Also, we probably all know who B2K is, unless again, 17-year-old listener.
Yeah.
And Isaiah Rashad, TDE rapper, Top Dog Entertainment, on the same label as Kendrick Lamar, who apparently is gay. Although I will say this. I was proud of black people because there was a very big
outpour.
It was if this happened in 2006, it would have been like, I can't listen to this motherfucker anymore. Now most people have been taking his side, like this is fucked up. I still gotta listen to him, blah 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 blah. There hasn't been a lot of people who are. I mean, his music is like kind of in the middle.
Like, look how people reacted with Lupe Fiasco when he first came out. At least
Lupe Fiasco's gay?
Yeah.
I gotta fact check that. I never heard that one.
No, he's not. Are you sure?
Fiasco?
Yeah.
I know he's like a weird samurai. I don't think that he's gay.
Well, can we fact check that? Because then I just lied on this man, and that's libel.
Where did you get that from?
I don't know. Maybe it's in the deep recess of my mind, and if it's a fact, I don't know, man. That was a thing. I gotta remember that was a thing. Like, I remember being in high school.
All I'm seeing is Lil B releases "I'm Gay" album without warning. Lupe Fiasco says title is genius.
It is genius.
I do remember Lil B releasing "I'm Gay." What a time that was! Shout out to Lil B.
Wow.
But no, I'm seeing nothing. Is that wishful thinking? Do you just wish Lupe Fiasco was gay for your own pleasure?
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Last I checked on Lupe Fiasco, he was like doing weird samurai shit. Like he was like in his backyard, like trying to like cut an apple in half with a sword.
Where did I?
Wow, Lupe Fiasco is an ugly motherfucker. I don't think I've been privy to what he looks like until just this moment. He is not good looking.
Really? Yeah.
He's not terrible, but like, you know what it is? It's like his like aura. Like all his like on, at least on Google Images, all his poses are kind of awkward. All his fits are kind of weird. Let me see. Let's go Lupe Fiasco 2020. What do you look like recently? This time lapse is all over the place. Let's go to your Instagram. See what you're working with, Lupe.
Wow, you were doing it.
Even his Instagram. His Instagram is like mostly old shit. This nigga is reminiscing. No, this is new. Yeah, he's not a pretty guy.
Yeah,
so we don't want to see a Lupe Fiasco sex tape, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so that makes sense. I don't know why that was in my mind. Maybe I made this whole wishful thinking. You know what? Let's find out.
You know what's crazy though? Did you see the Nelly dick debates? That is the great debate of the sex tape.
I did not watch the video.
I should have told you to watch it. So the whole reason I even became aware of the sex tape is the women on TikTok and on Twitter debating about the size of Nelly's dick, because it's a medium, it's an average cock. You got to watch the tape now for comparison, but I'm sure you can find it on Twitter pretty quickly. But women, actually, I found it pretty quick today. But now we're going to be searching again while we're watching this.
I think they've been finding a way to suppress it, because when you told me it was on Twitter, it was a few hours ago. I got home and I looked. It was very hard. I couldn't actually find any of them on Twitter. I only end up seeing the Nelly one like on some off weird website or something. Well, I think I did find it on Twitter eventually, but all the other shit. But continue.
There's a lot of debate on Nelly's dick. Most are saying it's too small. Most other women are saying, y'all bitches' walls are gone. I don't know what y'all mean. Like, this dick this is a nice dick. I think medium thick was the phrase used.
It did not take long for me to find this.
Give it a watch. First of all,
effort. Like I did the bare minimum of Google searching. It's got 106. Well, you know what? Good on who that.
This looks a lot bigger watching it on my computer now. I feel like it's a nice. I mean, I don't take dick.
I don't know, bro.
First of all, who's this girl? She's fine as fuck.
Yeah, yo, good. Yeah, I feel for him because he did that like as an accident, and it was just on the phone. He put it on Snapchat or whatever, Instagram, and I don't listen.
I mean, I'm looking at the dick right now, and again, I don't take dick, so I don't really know, but I mean, I'm definitely longer than that,
decent.
but he's got girth on me. So, I mean, but I've said this in the pod before.
What? It's a strong penis. Let's just say it's
you know what it is? We need a zoom out. We need a zoom out because it's like it looks okay, and then you see his thighs in it, and the thighs make it look small. But we know Nelly's pretty jacked. So
listen, bro. Listen, that is.
I can't believe was this on your 2022 bingo card to just be watching Nelly suck dick on loop? Because I'm watching it on loop right now. I don't know who this girl is. We're not going to reveal her name because this is obviously something she probably didn't want people to see. But good on her. Kind of dry. But I don't know. Ladies, is this a decent dick for y'all? I feel like this is a decent dick. I feel like this could. You know what's actually super funny? Funny story, you guys. I'm going to tell it myself real quick. So I had. Wait, where did you guys go? What happened there?
What happened?
I guess we'll find out in the audio.
Did you freeze too?
You guys, I didn't freeze. You guys just disappeared as I was mesmerized by Nelly sucking cock. Or Nelly getting his cock sucked. Let's to be clear.
My camera went out for a second and then it came back, but the screen was frozen. I'm trying to.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
But the show must go on. But I need a poll from the ladies. Like, what do you think? But so I got a funny story for you. I guess Christian will hear when he gets back from whatever purgatory Zencaster has sent him to. So one time I had an ex and she was moving in with me, right? So I'm helping her pack her shit to like get out of her crib, and I found, or who found it? I think it was me. I found a dildo she had used. Well, no. Correction. She said she'd only used it once because it was like too girthy for her. Okay. But it was about the same size as this Nelly meat we have going on right now. So I'm sure my ex would love to have sex with Nelly. He is light-skinned. That was her proclivity. So I hope this girl... And I believe she threw it at me at some point.
The fuck?
Like I think she like threw. I think no, that's what it was. She found it. Oh, this is a great part for you to come in. So she found this dildo, and then she was like, "Catch!" But like I didn't know what it was coming at me, so I turned around, and this fucking dildo hit me in the fucking eye. And this is a hard ass dildo, bro. Yeah. So I'm like, what the fuck? Is that what hard dick in your eye feels like? I'm like, this is crazy, bro. Like that shit legitimately almost give me a black eye.
Oh my god! Can you imagine having
I was telling Joey about a time where I was helping an ex move in with me, and she found a dildo in like the back of her closet. I guess she only used it once because it was too girthy for her.
Wow.
But she like turns around and throws it at me and is like, "Catch!" And I'm like, "What?" And it just hits me directly in the eye, fucking like National Lampoon style. And I grabbed it. And now that I think about that dildo, because I think about it every day, it's about the size of Nelly's current cock. So
you know what? Maybe
I hope my ex just have sex with Nelly.
You know what? I'm not going to shame the man. I think it's a decent sized penis. I think ladies are not taken into account of size. What's the woman's size, right? We're not taking that into account. Listen, it can.
I mean, we none of us take dick, so we'll never really know.
We'll never really.
But
know. But
shout out to all the dick takers out there. Send us some messages about Nelly's penis because that's what your time is best spent doing. Tell us your reviews on Nelly's dick. If you haven't seen Nelly's dick by the time this video comes out, I hope you do. Because what is life without seeing celeb dicks? Let's make this a celeb dick episode. Chris Brown's dick. Do you remember Chris Brown's nudes?
No, I don't.
Yo, Chris Brown has the absolute fucking hammer, bro. That nigga posted. I think about that shit like once a month. He posted a nude. It was on like World Star, and this nigga was soft, and his shit was like it was like a forearm. I see why the culture forgave him because that nigga was tearing through shit.
I'm done. Yo, that's almost as I don't know. I don't even feel like sharing it. But that picture I sent in the chat with Donald Duck, I'm sorry I'm sharing this with everybody out here because you'll never know the truth behind this, but it just cut through a knife like a knife, and that's what that did for me. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate you.
You know what? A knife can't cut through Chris Brown's thick ass cock. That thing is a brick.
I believe it. I believe you. I believe you and your rating.
Are we gonna search Chris Brown's nudes right now? Or are we just gonna all get together and look up different celebrity penis?
I'm gonna have to.
You know what's crazy?
We talked about this. It's one person has to do it all, so we can get the information instead of us all being a part of this crime. All right, let's just call it a crime. It's a cyber crime.
To see Nelly's dick, that country grandma,
yeah,
that Air Force One,
and the Air Force One.
Speaking of celebrity nudes, did you guys?
Sorry.
Did you guys check out that shit? It's a new show, and it's about like the Tommy and Pam sex tape. It's
I have comedy, not
directed by
I have not. I want to watch that.
Seth Rogen.
Is
I have not either.
Is it what's his name from The Mummy? Brendan Fraser is in it, right?
Is it?
Yeah, if I'm correct.
Get the fuck out of here.
I only found out about that show because I was watching Hot Ones with Seth Rogen. He was promoting the show, and I was just like, when he talked about like, oh, I'm doing like a thing about like a little mini series about the Pam and Tommy situation. I'm just like, who the fuck asked for that? Like, who the fuck asked you to report on the Pam and Tommy thing? Like, I remember though. I feel like that wasn't. I mean, I'm black and I think I was like 14 at the time, so like it obviously wasn't like super a part of my universe, but like I just feel like nobody needed a docu-series on that. Not a docu-series,
not Brendan Fraser, but that's Andrew Dice Clay is in it, so that's kind of already wild in my mind.
Sebastian Stan plays Tommy Lee. I have no idea who that is. Lily James plays Pamela Anderson.
Seth Rogen.
Nick Offerman is in it as Uncle Milty.
I gotta watch this actually.
I love Nick Offerman.
Yeah, he's great. He's a good one.
Shout out to Nick Offerman's beard, dude.
Yeah, he's so
sexy.
It doesn't matter what he.
That's elite milk right there. Nick Offerman.
Yeah. I'll agree. And his wife is hot.
Definitely. And they love
Nick Offerman is married. I always imagine like if you're like when a dude's like really hot and like over 50, I just always imagine they have that.
He's married to
what's the fucking guy's name?
He's married to that.
They have that like that thing where they just like don't get married and they're just fucking 25-year-olds.
No,
nah, bro. Nick Offerman, you gotta watch his stand up.
It's really good.
Like his spoken word.
I have seen it. It's really like liberal.
All about him. It's all about him, like eating his wife's pussy. That's like his favorite thing.
Oh, that's right. He's married to fucking this woman
from Will and Grace. Yes. Remember the friend? Like she's always been really sexy, and then she gets on some Parks and Rec as his ex. And she just like has the key to his heart, like she's just like terrible and nasty, and like always like, man, she's a great character.
She works for the library department,
and it's perfect because he's so dry and funny that it just works so well. And when you find out that they're married,
how long have they been married?
For a while too.
Because I want to know if they were married during Will and Grace. Because like he didn't have his. I didn't know who Nick Offerman was till Parks and Rec. I'm sure he's probably been in other stuff, but
yeah,
it's so funny though. I didn't know her name till just now. Megan Mullally,
Mullally,
2003, bro.
Like I just never.
Not during Will and
that
Grace.
was after Will and Grace, I think. I think, or it might have been during like last season Will and Grace.
Right, ending.
Why do us three straight men like know Will and Grace? I actually love that show back.
Because it's fire.
I've seen like a piece of it.
No,
But I just remember like
that first
when
run.
I was seeing the commercials.
That first run is so good.
I definitely like. I just love sitcoms. I love specifically white. You know what? That's like that's probably my Achilles heel right there because I feel like most black sitcoms kind of suck, but white
that's
sitcoms
not true.
really
No.
A nice.
Wait.
All right, here's the height. The height of black sitcoms is like My Wife and Kids, Martin, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But like those three are like
Family
they're
Matters?
like 20, 15 years old.
No.
Recently,
Family Matters still bumps.
Oh, no, Family Matters.
Family Matters.
Family Matters is popping, but again, that's like 30 years old.
Okay, but
Full House. I feel like
Sister?
Family Matters? Nah, Family Matters.
Go home, Roger. That was amazing.
Nothing can compare to Steve Urkel. Nothing will ever compare to Steve
Urkel. See, that's the thing. Like, all those shows
ruled my life.
Here's the thing, though. Like, all those black sitcoms were like creme de la creme, and they're all like 30 years old. I could put on like any shitty white sitcom, and it just calms me down. Like, I know people hate Friends so much. I love Friends, and not because it's good, just because it does something to the synapses in my brain. You know what it is? I think I just hold black shit to a higher standard, and whenever there's like a typically black joke, I'm just like, motherfucker, like we do other things besides say yo 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 or whatever the fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like listen, living single covered it all. Let's like have black people. You know what it is? Black sitcoms aren't ever as dynamic as they should be. I would say the best black sitcom out right now, and it isn't really a sitcom, is Grownish. Grownish is fire.
I have not watched Grownish like that. Like I caught like.
Did you hate Girlfriends?
I didn't.
Oh, I love Girlfriends. Girlfriends is flames.
Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yes, bro. You know I've been following.
I wanted to come inside that whole class.
The whole cast.
Wait.
Everyone had a
Including
merit,
William.
bro. Everyone had a merit. Everyone. Like,
but no, fucking. I was watching some dumbass sitcom the other day. Like, I was just like,
a different world. Oh,
yeah, but again, these are the 30-year-old ones. Like black sitcoms have not achieved the height they did of the 90s and early 2000s. They just like Blackish sucks. Blackish is for white people.
No, Blackish
is garbage. No, I'm gonna tell you why, and this is like a pretty common theme in the black universe. Blackish is mostly for white people to educate white people, but like I don't need to be educated on black issues because I'm already black. Blackish is like the gateway to black TV for white people, but it's not really particularly funny.
It is
Grownish though. Is Grownish? Here's why I fuck with Grownish. Dynamic. First of all, everyone on Grownish is sexy as fuck.
I will say that.
Cast of people.
I will say that.
The men, the women, like it's disgusting. But on top of that, it doesn't really have any. It's not really like quote unquote like a black show. It's just a show more about college life and coming of age than anything. And it's the perfect amount of funny with a little twist of drama, with a little it's multicultural, it's diverse, but it's still black while being diverse. It's just good. It's just good TV. Okay. I haven't watched the last season yet. I got to do that today.
Wow, listen.
But I mean, right now I can't really think of any like. I mean, is Atlanta a sitcom? I don't really think that counts as a sitcom, does it?
Yeah.
What's the definition of a sitcom?
I mean, when I think sitcom,
black
I think
shows,
like,
right? Or black sitcom.
I said black sitcom specifically. I think Atlanta falls under like comedy, dramedy.
A dramedy,
right?
But I don't think it's a sitcom.
That would make sense.
Listen, I am so excited for that. Like, I know we talk about it a lot on the chat, like how like we're all kind of charged up. Like, I fucking love Atlanta. Like, it is so damn funny, and it like introduced me to like I feel like probably like the two more influential like actors like since it aired, like with what's his name? I can't remember both of the names, but they're in like a multitude of movies. Each one one of them is in a Marvel movie. Like Donald
Lakeith Stanfield.
Yeah, and the fact that like I'm not going to say that it started it, but it definitely put it in the lexicon, like those two actors. Right. Yeah, like and people
it made it more common.
You know what's funny about Lakeith Stanfield?
I love that
part, or at least funny about him in the show. Mm-hmm. If you rewatch Atlanta and pay attention to Lakeith Stanfield's lines, I feel like 90% of them are improv because they're all nonsense. Like, I feel like he probably wasn't even in the show like originally, and then just walked on set one day and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fuck with this."
Yeah, he had like, he was wearing a polo. Like he had to been wearing a polo, and somebody said, "Oh, this is it." Like this is it
right here. He's the
this
one.
Is it.
He's the
He's the one. He looks like but no, I love that episode where they're kind of like talking about what's this, a Chance the Rapper? Like just like how he just kind of like silently betrays him. Am I lost in this one? You guys not? It was not like a Chance the Rapper joke. Damn, y'all.
I'm not remembering it right now, but
it was it was supposed to be like the Spotify in their world, and it was like a guy who kind of had the same build, same hat, but like was always very serious, and like they ended up setting him up at the end of the episode. No. You know what I'm
That
talking
sounds
about?
familiar.
Like they what's his name had
But you know
a
what was just funny to
weapon.
me just now? No, I just saw, Joey on the, if you're watching on the YouTube, you just saw our friend Thrilla here spark up, but like it was the pipe was kind of cut off, and I was like, is he smoking a crack pipe from Joe Biden right now? Is he smoking one of those Joe Biden crack pipes?
State sponsored.
Joe Biden was giving out crack pipes. Those was the
You
Corona
didn't
test?
you didn't see this news? Apparently he's trying to like do like a $30 million, not stimulus, but like a program to get like safe crack pipes into
And injection
communities
sites
that have crack pipes
as well. Like
and
and
injection
injection
sites.
sites.
it's
But like the headlines were like
it's all
Joe
that.
Biden wants to get crack pipes
Yeah.
in every black neighborhood or some shit like
it
that.
was wild. Like, like Joe Biden is not in
Oh
like
my
the
God.
I'm not gonna get that deep in it, but like he's so out of his depth most of the time that like you want to like believe that, and I probably he probably did say it at one point, so I don't entirely not believe that he wants to hand out crack pipes, but also like it's just like safe places for people to be able to do things that have become really difficult, and with the amount of people like striking with fentanyl and or just coming through bad batches, bro. Like I don't know, man. Like I get it. I
I
get
just want
people's
to know why
knee-jerk
we don't.
reactions.
I feel like that's a second step. Like we should legalize all drugs.
Sure. And I think that's where it's getting to. Like it's becoming a place where like, okay, we understand that your addiction is a little more than just doing what you're doing. There's a pain that you're actually trying to touch on and you're trying to heal, right? Like that's the base, right? Like all of us, whether we self-medicate in one way or another or self-harm, we're always trying to like fill that hole that we're not getting off. But when you have someone who has addiction, and especially something that like has like really high like mortality rates attached to it, like it's not like smoking a joint or like
Mhm.
liking going to the gym more than others. Like
Well, we just need to. Well, actually, even before legalize, well, I mean, I guess it would be at the same level as legalizing drugs. But like, I know when I say legalize drugs, whoever is listening is probably going like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about?" But so I was like actually listening to. I was actually reading up on some of the stipulations of the war on drugs, because remember we grew up with the war on drugs, right? So I was a kid when that was happening, so I didn't really like know like what exactly that meant. And like obviously we know now the war on drugs is just really a war on black people, a war on urban communities. And like there's so many things like within those bills that are like for example, there's a mandatory minimum for selling drugs in a school zone. Do you know how big a school zone is? It's 1,000 feet.
Yeah,
in New York City, there's no 1,000 feet where there isn't a school.
Yeah.
So like if you like, there's mandatory minimums of like 6 years for the littlest fucking nugget of cocaine anywhere in New York. So and obviously those rules are different if you're in fucking Arkansas. You know what I mean? Where there aren't any Negroes or Hispanic people or quote unquote POC. So and I was just like going through this whole. I'm not gonna get super into this because this is a comedy podcast, but there is a lot of things, a lot of damage that the war on drugs has done.
Yeah.
So I get I know we like to make fun and poke fun at the article, like, oh, Joe Biden's giving out crack pipes. But I think this is a step in the right direction because
absolutely.
And
we need to not normalize, but like destigmatize drug use, because that's the first step in like people not fucking doing drugs. And we all know I love drugs, but like we gotta destigmatize that shit.
We'll deepen. We're not gonna go again with the fucking phrase, but really at the end of the day, like if we step into that direction where we find people who need help and give them the right kind of help and point them to the right places. Jay, your camera went out, but we'll continue.
It'll come back.
Anyway, like being able to do that for people, like there's already places that exist like this. Like all around the country, the world. There's places that where you've had really unsafe uses. Like you've had like I think it was Vancouver was having really like a tough time with heroin use, and people were doing all kinds of crazy things like creating slurries with like fucking rainwater puddles and like to shoot that up, like, fuck, dude, like, and the fact that they were able to build these safe places where people could potentially get the help they needed, and if something could happen to them, there was a trained professional, a nurse or a volunteer, whatever, somebody with Narcan or something like that. Like these things are becoming more commonplace, and it is funny in to think that like literally this like aging white guy who like who lives in the White House like handing out crack pipes. Like my favorite is seeing Joe Biden in that full like Newport like hoodie and tracksuit. Like that's always been my favorite.
Oh, the meme.
Yeah. I don't know. I love that, bro. That's like, I don't care. But
Dude, can you know what's crazy? Like, so, a lot of people who get into politics, whether it be local, whatever, mayor, a lot of them aspire to be president. And what's crazy to me is like, how the fuck do you not wild the fuck out at your last day as president? Especially if you serve 2 terms. Like, if you serve 2 terms as president, you're probably in your almost 80 years old.
Can we be real?
How the fuck do you not like? How do you like?
We've already
give
had
like
that.
an exit speech and like a?
We've already had that.
Who? Trump?
Yeah, basically he wild the fuck out. Like he was like, all right.
No, but the thing is, but no. Here's my thing. Trump was a fucking a socialite and a celebrity who got to be president, and like he came in the game stupid. He was on WWF, bro. Like he was a fucking he was animated in The Simpsons like long before he was ever a politician.
He got a stunner.
Like he was already,
he got a stone cold stunner. Can we realize
wilding out
the president?
But I'm talking about like people who like they had to be prim and proper and on like their best behavior their entire lives, so they can be president. If you and like the thing is, most presidents are old, right? So if you're like 76 years old, 65 years old, you just did the height of what you're going to fucking do in life, aside from like a book deal after being president. And like, I don't even think Obama's book even made like bestseller on New York Times. And I think it's only 12,000 to be bestseller. Like, it's not a lot. So like, really, like it's only downhill from here. I would do some weird fuck shit on my last day as president.
What would you do?
I would be at the podium. I don't even fucking. I would definitely release a sex tape. I think.
Okay.
With Isaiah Rashad.
You want to hear? This man should be locked up. We're tired of you. But you want to hear the craziest segue? So you're talking about being president and wiling out, and that reminds me of a legendary skit by somebody who I think is just everywhere, and we have to cover it at this point. Dave Chappelle's skit about being the president, the only black president, and then an asteroid coming towards it, and he's just handing out HIV like cures.
And the skit where he's like giving out all the government secrets,
and it's like
here's the cure for AIDS. We've had it the whole time. Aliens exist.
Like Bivel is my nizzle for shizzle, and like it's just the stupidest shit in the world. But that is a good set.
Dave Chappelle.
Well, that's the segue, right? Like, look at that, bro. My brain made the link. You playing a black president, just wilding out, and then we have that happen. And Dave Chappelle, bro, listen, I don't know. I thought I've been looking for more articles and more context, and trying to like understand it because I think I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I wanted to get you want to hear it. You want to look at it and say.
For those who don't know, basically Dave Chappelle was at a city council meeting in his hometown, arguing against low income housing being put up, and there's a video of him like at this council meeting screaming about how he's going to pull out his $65 million of investments in the town and local businesses if they agree to throw up this low-income housing that will cost about $20 million. So basically, Dave Chappelle, as I've said on this podcast, is just a rich white man now. I honestly, to be honest, I fucking hate comedians now. Like, podcasting has made me hate comedians because they're all they want to smell their own fucking farts. They think they're so important. Just tell jokes, you fucking bitch. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, they think they're like, oh, we're the people who, like, we take spins on current events, and we're like, they're so self-important. And it's like most podcasts I listen to are like this is my own fault, but most podcasts I listen to are white comedians, and like there was a breaking point. It was with the success of Rogan, every podcaster tries to be more serious and more.
Yeah.
I don't know what word I'm looking for, but like they stop being funny at some point and try to be like this voice of the people. And I'm just like, yo, shut the fuck up. You're some idiot who had roommates till you were 36, living in Queens, trying to like make some money as a stand-up, and then you did for 3 years, and now you have a fucking podcast where you make even more money, and you think you're turning the gears of the world. Like, no. And this is Dave Chappelle is no different. He's just a guy who fucking you know what it is? It's our fault. It's our fault Dave Chappelle sucks because we the people for 10 years while he was gone, decided he was this great man. And honestly, hot take, I would say the Chappelle Show was mid. I think like 50% of the skits.
No.
Here's the thing. No. The skits that hit are insane. But a lot of those skits did not age well. And even in the times, I think a lot of those skits, like, because I thought when I was a kid, like, some of the skits like didn't hit me as well because I was a kid. But like the skits that really hit, but like some of them are really tacky. Like the fucking ribs where they make you pass out. That was fucking crap.
Ribs do make you sleepy. Yo, how do you not
realize? Try ribs?
Yeah, bro.
I mean,
I've never tried ribs.
I've never knocked out from ribs.
You have never.
I'm black and love Chinese food.
You know what? I'm gonna hook you up with ribs, and if you don't pass out, you like I'm just gonna like dose you at that point. Like I'm just like.
I mean, I don't pass out from food typically. So
what? How do you?
That skit popularized the term mud butt. If I
mud butt,
he was like.
So see, the popularizing of the term was good, but the skit in itself was whack. There's a lot of bad Chappelle Show skits.
I loved it.
No, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of the skits that hit are like gold. They are part of the lexicon. They will be in the zeitgeist forever. But the skits that don't hit really don't hit.
Pop Copy?
Hot take: Clayton Bigsby skit was kind of whack.
No, it was not. That was hysterical. That was a fucking hysterical thing.
I love how Joey's just laughing at the thought of it.
It is amazing. It is one of the funniest
shit.
Shit.
Last sentence. When he left his wife of 40 years.
Because she's a nigger lover. All right. It's funny once, but it's not funny a second time.
It's always funny.
So one of the things that makes it funny, though, is not just the concept of it. It was the delivery and the voice, which is what really makes it funny for me, like tying it to that. It's not the concept. It's like, oh, obviously. It's a very low-hanging fruit joke. But it was the delivery, the playing of the character. It was.
I feel like
it was
amazing.
I feel like a lot of the concept of Chappelle Show, like for example, the what's the one skit? There was like three. There's a couple of skits that they do multiple times that like don't work multiple times. Like when keeping it real goes wrong. Half of those were super funny, and the other half were like, all right, get it over with.
That's not true.
I don't know. I think I always like appreciated like the effort. Like that was, I think, slapstick-esque for me at that time.
You know what it is? It's like I can't remember the bad ones because they were bad. If you watch this, we gotta sit down and watch the Chappelle Show, and I will point out the bad ones. Because I remember, I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago, I was watching it, and I was like, like the ones that hit really fucking hit.
There were definitely ones that were like
I know black people.
I think like 99% of the Tyrone Bigsby hit. But like there was like 1% that was like, all right, get him off screen.
Bro, like him just like taking a shit in the middle of the street, just like that alone, that shot alone was amazing. Like, come on. We would not have all the amazing skits that came out of that man's head. But you know what? I'm gonna stick to my guns. That's a really shitty fucking thing. At the end of the day, if we button that up, regardless if you think that
I would like some context.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Originally, we were talking about Dave Chappelle being a piece of shit. Right.
I apologize if I didn't clarify, but basically the fact that he's blocking that. So part of what I was looking for was the fact that I wanted to see if there was something else, like there was something that was kind of like pushed in the bill because
some kind of context.
Yeah, you understand that like media in itself it can be a tool, to definitely denigrate somebody and remove them from places, and it's definitely done to a lot of black celebrities or people who black people who have kind of gotten to this echelon in pop culture, or just like to that there's always this almost an assassination temp of their character, or they get so there's this.
Well,
there's
let's not say. As much as I love to put it out there that they're trying to take down the black man, this is a nigga who went out of his house to go to a city council meeting to yell. He Karen yelled.
And
if you saw the video,
so
you guys
that's
can go out there and find the video.
That's where I
find
go.
any context to this?
So yeah, so what I'm explaining is that he wanted to block the affordable housing deal because it was actually in the same community or close enough to the community that Dave Chapelle belongs to. And at the end of the day, what would happen is that property values would dip. And he's being very protective. So he's being protective of his investment, which, there's some part of me that understands that, but it also, there's the human in me. And I think that's something that everyone forgets to listen to. Like, this means this is a good thing for somebody. Like, there's plenty of people who are struggling. Like, he talks about like Yellow Springs being this wonderful place. You're going to get people who think or believe in that, right? Because they hear the stories and it sounds mythical, right? You're talking about a town that, originally welcomed slaves and had free people kind of, settle on this land, and part of his ancestry and the people that are there were kind of always a part of that community. Like, if you've ever seen the one with his interview with David Letterman, it's fucking amazing. And to like, I know that he's being protective of something, but again, you're blocking the human aspect that was literally meant for it. Yeah. And there's a lot of so basically they made, instead of making multi-family units, that they made them single family homes that were $300,000 or more, which obviously is not always within the affordable spectrum for someone who is in that bracket, right? Somebody who needs that kind of assistance. We're not. So it's just that, and it's just protecting investment, and for him to say that, what do you guys want, the investment that brings you in that brings in $33 million into the city, or the one that brings in $65 million? I'll take everything off the table.
He's a rich white man.
I'll take everything off the table.
He's a rich white man,
and that's just disappointing.
What's more annoying to me too is that, like, and he said this in his comedy. I think it was definitely in one of his Netflix. I think it was the first Netflix special back.
Yeah.
He said that he was never actually from the hood. People just assume that, and he used that in his comedy. So for someone who's like been using the hood to boost his own career, to say, "Oh, I don't want affordable housing," fuck Dave Chapelle. Fuck him. Fuck him. He's not. In his own skit, I would trade him in the racial trade-off. So,
yo, maybe we need to bring that skit back.
What white man do we trade? You know what? I'll trade
take Henry
Dave
Cavill
Chapelle for Jack Harlow.
No, Henry Cavill. No, Henry Cavill, bro.
Elite milk.
Come on.
Well, you're Hispanic, so you can debate.
Oh,
with
well,
Hispanic
you know
folk.
what? I'm giving up Pitbull for Henry Cavill.
You know what? The black people will take Pitbull. I will take Mr. Worldwide. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You said Jack Harlow for Dave Chappelle? Nah, for Dave Chappelle, we can get something bigger.
Because listen, I feel like Jack Harlow being white is my only problem with him. No, because Nick Offerman is just a white man. Jack Harlow, if we gave Jack Harlow the official stamp of being black, then I could accept him fully. But because he's a white man, I can't. But if we bring him into the Negro fold, then that's my brother, and I can be okay with Jack Harlow being my brother.
The
right?
Negro fold.
Because once I heard Jack Harlow had a song with Babyface Ray, I was like, oh my god, this is a nigga and a half. But I just can't. I can't accept. I can't accept it. No. That song, Paperwork Party.
No. This is
you won't see G-Eazy doing a song with Babyface Ray, really, right? But the fact that Jack Harlow did. And Jack Harlow, that's scooping down. Like, he didn't have to do that. So I was like, all right, we in the racial draft, the Negroes have to take Jack Harlow. We have to give him the official Negro stamp.
This is a good defense. I think your debate skills have gotten sharper since your Fred Durst defense, and I think you made a case. I don't matter, but what do you think, Joey? Do we let Jack Harlow in?
I don't even subscribe to these race games, but I fuck with Jack Harlow, man. I love his music.
Hey, okay, good.
He seems like a cool dude.
I've heard his. I don't really like his album, but there was one song. What's it called? Cream or something like that. Creme. I think there's like an accent somewhere in there.
Fire.
And I was like, I'm like this. This sounds like this sounds like a nigga trying to fuck me right now. Like it's maybe it was a Drake flow kind of song, and I'm like,
wow.
I mean, like this is very erotic right now. Again, I can't.
I'm gonna open up.
I would never feel this way about Adam Driver, but Jack Harlow got me piped up.
Bro, maybe after a few IPAs or a really skunky Pilsner, you look at Adam Driver and you say, you know what? Tall drink of water. You 6'2" and a quarter, man.
I would beat the shit out of Adam Driver. Like
why?
I would like Adam Driver's one of those guys where I would see him, like I'd be in Walmart and I would just be in line, I'd look behind me, and I would go, "Did you just call me a nigger?" And I would scream that real loud and punch him in the face. like for no reason.
Are you doing this? Because this is a crime. Let's allegedly.
It's not. He called me a nigger first. Like that's not a crime. He said that to me, according to this Walmart fucking camera that I screamed into when I said it. I'll be like, "Where are you, Joe Rogan or something?" And I fucking just start beating his ass. Like that's the Adam Driver's face gives me.
One thing,
like you're a grown man, get more of a mustache, dude. Like how do you only have that wisp of a mustache?
Listen, let him live, bro. Let him live.
Yo, you can't come at somebody for their mustache because hair is an infinite art. You know.
Wow.
No, I'm beating up anybody with skinny mustache. I'm beating up anybody with a skinny mustache. And that's my infinite art is the whooping niggas' asses with skinny mustaches.
Okay.
And all the barbers who like whenever I said keep it tall and they were like, all right, bet, and then gave me the skinny stash, they're dying too. I'm trading those black niggas away in the racial draft.
That's fair. That's fair. When they give you the little poppy cut, and you're like, bro, that's really not the vibe. That's not what I was doing, bro.
Like I feel like I've been pretty fortunate in not having too many bad haircuts, but like when you do, bro, that shit fucks up your whole month.
So bad. So bad.
Like this right here, like the little. I mean, I like it now, like the little like lineup right here in the front. But I didn't want that. I wanted this to be just roots, baby. I wanted this all original hairline, and now I have this right here.
Something you got to maintain.
I mean, it looks so. I have to maintain because some Hispanic nigga, he wasn't even black, he was Hispanic, and he was just like, I'm gonna hook you up real nice.
Definitely was.
And like he sat there for a minute too, and I'm sitting there the whole time getting this cut, thinking like, damn, he's really taking his time on his hairline. Like I thought he was just leaving my shit the way it was, but like no, he was push my shit back. But
you gotta tell him that next time, like, hey, yo, stay away from here.
Well, like I said, I cut my own hair now, so
yeah, facts.
Wow,
we're living swell, but.
Really
what if you went to a barbershop and it was just Adam Driver in there with no explanation? Like, yeah, my chair's open. Would you let Adam Driver cut your hair?
Yeah, he probably looks like one of those
what
like
barbers
really
do you go through that Adam? Hold on, we back up. What the fuck barber have you seen that looks like Adam Driver?
Hold on, listen. I know you left like at the time that it didn't exist, but there was a whole movement in like Williamsburg again, where you had these like hipster barbershops. No. Tomcats.
Here's my thing.
Tomcats is like literally he would drop in and be perfect.
I know about the hipster barbers. I'm saying, when the fuck did you go to the hipster barber? Because I would never trust the hipster barber.
Oh, because they do nice work, bro.
We have different hair texture.
Yeah, that's the thing.
No, they do too much work, and they charge. They do dumb work. I hate those hipster barbers, especially when they're like, oh, the barber, it's $60 for a cut. Those white barbers, they're robbing you, bro. That's fucking genocide right there.
Pretty much, but you end up doing it because they hook you up with a beer. You end up talking about some nice. It's an experience.
That beer, if you look at it, those beers are costing you like $15, really. If you think about the whole price of the haircut, that one beer,
because it's like
that one beer and that towel, that one beer and the towel cost you a second haircut.
The towel, like, listen, a hot towel shave, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yo, you ever get like the full like what is it? The peel. I get the peel. I'll get the
I've
the
only done
whole
my own hot
treatment, bro.
towel. I've
No,
never,
no, 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 no. I've gone
never really gotten into
my
it.
I don't
the
fuck with the
whole.
peel and I don't fuck with the hot towel
Mm.
because I have places to go. Like
No,
get me out of here, bro.
yo,
Like,
take your time. That's
Oh,
the
well.
problem, right? Is that you get to barbers and you want to run out the door. Let it be an experience, bro. Like just chill. Just
Like,
and treat
yes.
yourself, right? Just like you treat yourself to a mani pedi.
Self-care.
You
so
get the skin feeling good.
By the way, for the
hot-
audio listeners who have not seen it, I do have my nails done. But let me tell you something about a mani pedi versus a sit in the barber chair. All right. So first of all, again, like I said, haven't had too many bad haircuts, but there's always the anxiety that I'm gonna have the bad haircut.
Okay.
The hot towel cannot fix that. Secondly, if I'm getting a haircut, we all know I let my shit go crazy for a while, right? If I'm getting a haircut, it's because I'm about to get some tutti, bro. I'm about to get with some bitches. So the faster this motherfucker gets off my face, gets off my beard, the faster I get to the bitches.
Bro.
I don't want to get pampered by this man.
No,
I want to get to the bitch. I want to get to the date I'm supposed to be on, and I want to get to lay it up with her.
Artist, you want a straight
That's the
razor?
thing, though. My art. I don't want the straight razor because I don't. That's not my aesthetic, bro. I don't need to be that tight and trimmed up. That's crazy.
It's not about being that tight. You can go natural.
You could tell the barber that. You could tell him, be like, "Yo, this is what I need. This, that. No razor, none of that.
All right,
little
but you
eyebrow touch up.
But here's my thing. Here's my thing, though. I've been to barbers where I'm like, nah, no hot towel, no straight razor, and they get offended.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm paying you the same regardless. Like, can you just get me out of here quick? And they'll get offended because I want to be an artist. Nigga, I don't need you to be an artist. I need you to get me out of here in 30 minutes so I can go shower.
Enjoy yourself.
Brush my shit, put on my colognes, and go on this date. I don't want to be sitting here for an hour and 15 minutes. Especially,
I do.
And some barbershop talk is whack. I think we've really heightened up the barbershop talk. Some of it is whack. Like niggas be talking about sports I'm like, yo, shut the fuck. I do not care about
you don't go to the right barbershop. You got to go to the right barbershop that talks your shit. Listen, the barbershop that I used to go in Queens.
Okay, but I think you know my shit.
Yeah.
I think you know my shit. Like, no one's talking about the latest anime in the barbershop.
Well,
no one's talking about the latest Black Dahlia album.
Here's the thing, bro. That's why you go to the right barbershop. Like, I used to have amazing conversations about TV and movies with my barber and the entire barbershop. It'd be like 8 barbers. There's a person in each chair. It's like damn near like a nice little tight party. Like everyone's chilling. Someone breaks out a little bit of something. You start drinking on something, and then they say, "Hey, yo, Jay ain't ready yet, but go upstairs. There's a few cigars. Like go chill." Like,
why the fuck would I want a cigar?
See,
with my haircut,
you gotta slow down, bro.
A cigar.
That's not the
point. I smoked for 20 years. I don't want a cigar.
I want a cigar.
The focus isn't the cigar. The focus is being in the environment.
Oh yeah,
with the type of shit that you fuck
and
with.
men, and like listen and. There's got to be places.
But see, judging by my nails, I don't fuck with men. I've said this many times.
But these guys are like that too because they all do it. They all take care of themselves. Yo,
you know what it
show
is?
me a barber without
I can see Joey's perspective. Actually, no, I can't even see Joey's perspective because Joey cuts his own hair, and you've been married for 8 years. And in the woods, Joey disappeared. I don't know what happened to the camera.
Wow, that was weird.
We better check this. We better send that email to Zencaster because I'm sure this video is probably fucked up in some way.
I just hid myself,
But you're romanticizing it. The last time I was at a barbershop was I think 3 months ago. No, a month ago, and I was just like, oh.
Can I tell you the story?
He was talking to me about NASCAR.
Can I tell you the story of my the best haircut I've ever gotten? And it was the day of my wedding, and it sounds cheesy, but my man, I had been going to him for 3 years, straight, never, every 2 weeks, line up, clean, get me all that, I tip this man on Christmas. I go to him, hit him up with about all the things you're supposed to treat your barber with, right? And I respect it. He's second chair, right? Second chair is the real chair. It's the real show, because the first chair is always going to be usually the owner, or maybe the manager, but the second chair is the artist. And shout out Jay, I'm gonna tag him because the man is an artist, and that he gave me a full hot towel shave, clean me up, like literally made me glow, right? And like is a surgeon. And then I go to pay him, try to like, give him money. He like pushes my hands down. He's like, get the fuck out. Like, let's give my boy, like walk away. Like, stop,
Wow.
shut up.
That's super nice.
And like, bro, like we all know barbers. And when they put their love into something, like he knew it was my wedding day that I was spending my time with him, like I was like, yeah, he had known Joni the entire time, we were dating. So it was like something nice. Like, man, best haircut. Best haircut.
I think it's the barber's responsibility to understand their client and whatever their needs are.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you this is from my perspective. I'm not a barber, but I do watch since I cut my own hair, I watch a lot of that kind of content, mixed of course with my own experiences. And it's like you could just then gets in your chair. Yo, what's good, bro? How you doing? What you looking for? All right, what do you got going on the rest of the day? You chilling or you just trying to get up and at? Like, what's going on? Oh, what's the vibe? All right, bet. Leave it natural on top, no straight. Got you, bro. No problem. Or you not going on? All right, so you want me to do the whole thing?
Yeah,
can I do this? Yeah. Or how you feeling? What you need? Like,
let me clean you up.
You gotta be a personable person and really get to know what the needs of this person is, so that you can serve them best. Just for good customer service and blah blah blah.
Barbering is going to be one of those last arts that dies because, like, there's always going to be a need, like, to have those connections, and like that's just my experience. And like even out here in Pennsylvania, like where I'm at, like you would think it'd be harder to find, and it is. But when I find a shop that I did, I follow that barber, because. There was.
You still go to a barber?
No, I was at the.
You don't just bick
now I just bick it, but I'm saying at the time, like I remember, like this is new. This is like 7 months, maybe just about a year that I've really kind of like thinned out. So like.
And again, you can grow your hair back.
I don't know, man. I don't believe.
You haven't even. I don't even understand. Like you have so much disposable income. Like you haven't even tried.
I know, but I don't. I have 2 children, bro.
Yo,
and
stop watching other niggas' pockets, bro.
Damn.
I'm watching everybody's pockets.
Everyone.
That's dirty.
Yeah.
You have.
I'm just saying. I've looked up the prices of these hair restoration formulas, and they're cheap.
Shout out to whoever's out there listening. Let's get some sponsorships. Maybe I gotta try it. Maybe I gotta be your experiment for 30 days
from Hims.
So let's do it.
Oh damn, we shouted them out.
Come on, Keeps. No. We'll give it to him a little taste. Let's see if this. Use code National Meat Treasure.
Code NMT to keep your hair for the rest of your life.
Yeah, no,
bro. Do you ever do that though? Because we were talking about Gary Vee the other day, and I was just like thinking of, like for some reason it started a thought train of all the celebrities I know that like were balding and then got money. Like Andrew Schultz when he was on a Girl Code or Guy Code, whatever. He was like thinning his shit. He was only like 20. He was in his 20s, and he was like looking crazy. And Gary Vee, when he posts like videos of him like in the AOL days, like trying to like start his like the Wine Family website, his shit is fucked up. Like his hair is looking very Crypt Keeper vibes. And there's a couple celebs like that.
Elon Musk, fucking bitch ass Jeff Bezos. Everyone's got that phase where they struggle with accepting.
I want to know what black celebs were balding. It's hard to tell with black people because our hair is so much curly. LeBron was looking insane.
And Tory Lanez.
Oh my god.
Tory Lanez still kind of looks insane. His hair plugs like didn't really take as good as everybody else on this list.
I don't think his were permanent. Neither are LeBron's. They didn't do like the permanent things. I don't know if they have recently, but when that first came out, they weren't like permanent plugs or anything like that.
Wait, who was it?
Nigga saw LeBron the next day without his hair.
Bro, that was wild. But who was it that was bringing up what's his name? Jay-Z's hairline with the headband. Did somebody talk about that?
Oh no, it was me. There's a going theory that Jay-Z's dreads are fake and that he's actually bald.
Yeah.
Because like he's always got this headband on, and like his quote unquote dreads, they grew pretty fast. So everyone thinks they're kind of fake, and like he's always got this headband on, so people think his like hairline's receding. I mean, I'm sure it's a funny theory. Like Jay-Z's got a lot of money, so I'm sure like if he was losing his hair, it'd be pretty easy to restore it with his money. But the fact that people think that he's walking around with this headband because he actually has no hairline is fucking hysterical. Could you imagine like Beyonce like, wait Sean, you forgot your headband, and he's like, going out with his hairline back here, and it's like this dread wig glued on.
Yo, I've seen that, bro. I've seen that.
Jay-Z came in the game bald though.
Yeah.
Like,
he wasn't bald. I think he was in the Caesar.
Bro, look at Song Cry.
His Caesar was light. No, I'm talking about like 1993 shit. Like his Caesar was very light, man. Those dudes their hair was cut short, bro. That old Jay, man. Good memories.
Old Jay.
I don't want to say good times because people like to say shit like the good old days. I always hear niggas saying that. And I'm like, nah, we can't jack that because we know a lot of shit was fucked up. Like,
but it was
like when I'm like, oh man, the 90s were great. My childhood was great. And then I'm always like, no, but remember, this group of people did not have rights. Remember that.
You right.
Remember when we were all dropping F slurs like nobody's business? Yeah, that wasn't a great time.
Man. It was not, right? Like shit was crazy.
Somebody was getting it in the hypothetical and the literal sense. You know, I don't know, man. I'm excited for winter to be over. You know, boys, like
nigga, it just started. It's February.
No. It's about
March
to be over.
And like half of April.
Listen, it's about to be over.
You're in Pennsylvania and I'm in Detroit. I don't think it's going to be over anytime soon.
If I think like this, it can happen. It's already, we're getting like
here's my thing.
We had a 50-degree day.
So
yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
Dumb nice.
Well, we always get Cock Tease Day. This is what I don't know if I ever told you guys this. I always call it Cock Tease Day. There's a day in the middle of winter where it's called Cock Tease Day, where it's 50, 60 degrees very randomly. It happens every year, or at least it did in the Northeast. It's actually happening here right now in Detroit. It's about 59. It's about 49 right now. But if you look at the weather for the rest of the week in Detroit, 6, 12, 8, 9 degrees.
No.
So, but right now, it's warm as fuck. I'm not wearing pants. It's 50 degrees right now. It's night. Yeah. Tomorrow it will be ice as fuck. And I'm sure you got the same thing over there in Pennsylvania and New York, respectively.
It seems like it's going to stay nice for a little bit, and I'm going to enjoy that. I don't care. I
mean, like I said, Detroit, we had our 2 days. It was okay last night. It was okay today, and the rest of the. I think it's. Well, you know what? Maybe it's a Valentine's Day miracle. What do you guys got planned for your wives on Valentine's Day? Since this will air after Valentine's Day.
I don't have anything planned. I think we're gonna just kind of wing it the day of.
Yeah,
you should do that. Wings. Nice. I've had wings on Valentine's Day once. It was great.
Wings are good Valentine's.
You should make pink wings.
No, she doesn't. I didn't know that.
Just no. I will not make pink wings.
No, I said no. She doesn't eat meat.
Pink wings. What the fuck is pink wings?
I don't know. Just do some food coloring in it. That's my love language. By the way, I know we're gonna end soon. But I heard something really cool today. Not really cool, but like it's kind of like a common sense thing. And it's totally not topical, but I feel like I should give it to the people. Okay. So I'm the kind of person where if I come to you with a problem, I kind of want you to solve it or like help me through the problem. Okay. A lot of people don't like that. They don't want solutions. They just want to complain. Typically vent. These are women. Yeah, they just want to vent, right? Vent.
It's important to know when people need what.
Yeah, and it's important to know which one is which. Mm-hmm. But a really good thing to do that I heard in a podcast that somebody like their therapist told them to do it, I guess, was just like if someone's going through something and you're not sure if you should let them vent or you should solve their problem, obviously ask. But some people don't even have the capacity to ask or like even answer that question because they're going through something. They don't really know what they want or need, right? Just send them like a $30 DoorDash card. Because everybody likes to eat. I heard that shit and I tickled inside. I was like, wow, if I was like really going through some shit and somebody, shout out to Chelsea, by the way, she's a listener. One of our friends, I was actually really sick and she like offered to buy me DoorDash like 3 days in a row. And I turned it down the first 2 days because I was like, man, you're already good enough to be Chelsea. But that third day I was eating ramen on her and I was like, God damn, what a great person she is. Shout out to Chelsea if you're still listening to this podcast.
Shout out to
you. But yeah, so
basically what you're saying is when you have a friend that's going through something, do something nice for them.
Mm-hmm.
But no, like feed them specifically.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Yo, because some like al buns or some dumplings my way, that could heal.
And I got to give my flowers to our boy Cardona here because there was a time where I was going through some shit and I had no idea what I needed. Nobody could have solved my problems, but I was venting and screaming and crying at everybody. And my man Cardona here drove 3 hours to just come hang out with me and buy me a milkshake.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I ever thanked you for that, but that was probably the nicest thing anybody's ever done for
Gave you a
me. I
Klonopin
needed
also.
that, and I will never forget that.
I think I came by.
Did I take those?
Yeah.
Did I take those Klonopin?
Oh yeah, bro.
I knocked out. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, you need
like
this.
12 hours.
You need to chill. You're on a different vibration, and like I'll do that for anybody that I truly love, and you know, like that's not a big thing. Like that's it. What it is just being there for somebody when they need it, and like I don't like I just rather you be okay. Like that was like for a friend, and for a friend that's like kind of like I'm very guilty of like burrowing and like hiding away when like crappy things are going on around me, and I just like don't ask for help. And it was big of you to even be able to share that part of yourself. So I knew that I had to be there for you, because even as just, you know, as a friend, but as a human being, like hearing anybody feel like that, like you just need to chill. Like, you know, you got to have somebody come by, check in on you. And it was good, man. It was a good milkshake. And I remember drinking way too much seltzer and like almost pissing myself back home. But it was a good night. I you know, I always liked seeing you, man. You're one of my favorite people, even if you don't believe it.
Well, flowers to you, King, and give some flowers to Joni and Sasha, respectively, for me. Sasha is Joey's wife's name, by the way, in case you guys didn't know that.
He's named after his wife.
But yes, I think we should wrap it up here.
Yeah, we got that.
If you guys will be hearing this after Valentine's Day, so if you you know, haven't done anything for your significant others or even your fucking mom, buy some flowers, hit the fucking CVS, get little chocolates. Actually, by the time you hear this, the chocolates will be on sale at CVS, so go and do that.
So go ahead and do that no matter what, bro. Listen, my wife always gives me stupid things like that are like amazing to me. Like, you know, she gets me like the giant cards and like she tries to hide them, and I try to pretend like I don't see them for like a week. I love that stuff, man. I love you. You gotta love your partner, and you gotta find your love language, and you can do that. But I'll say this: the National Meat Treasures in love with you. All the people that I keep checking in, listening, that engage with us. You know, I know we've had different people on here. We've also had you know, even technical difficulties, and you come back. So I want to say thank you so much. But if you can subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, please make sure to check in at every Tuesday. I do try to drop them every day, every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. respectively, but sometimes I'm stupid, but it'll get out there regardless. And that's what I will make sure. I appreciate you guys. Justin, if you got anything to add, you go for it, bro.
Yeah, well, you guys already know. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at thin.cruel.lips. Also, I believe I will be on another podcast, the Black Splaining podcast. That's, you know, the combination of the word black and explaining, BLACKSPLAINING podcast on Sunday. I don't know when it airs because she does her show in seasons, but it's basically, you know, Black girl talking about her lifetimes, how she's dealing with corona, mental health, et cetera, et cetera. I will be her first guest, I believe, ever. So go follow them. Black Splaining podcast. Do I have any other thing to announce? Also, if you see those on sale chocolates, you live in Detroit, you're a listener, bring them to me, nigga. Like we just discussed, I'm going through things. I like some food. Bring me some shrimp, some chocolate, some shrimp dipped in chocolate or something, you know? You know what? That sounds not really terrible. I'm going to try that now.
No, don't
So
do
if you have
it.
a chocolate fountain and some shrimp, let me know.
You're going to ruin the chocolate fountain, you piece of shit. What's wrong with you?
The chocolate fondue and the shrimp.
You're just like, oh, excuse me.
You know what's crazy? I'm the only one on this podcast not high. How did I come up with fondue shrimp?
Yeah, you're a devious person.
I don't know.
Sasha is a devious person.
Know.
I'm about to pop an edible right now and just fucking and take that thought train to wherever it's gonna go.
Go for it.
Wow. Follow our Spotify playlist, National Meat Treasure. Obviously on Spotify. And follow me on all social media platforms at Saint Thrilla. I have a lo-fi album coming out. on 2/22/22, February 22nd, which is in like a couple weeks, called "Come Lay Down." You will find that on Instagram at Youngmoth3, and that's all I got.
That's all you got? Because you did just drop an album and you didn't even tell niggas that.
Oh, yeah, you did not.
See, the thing is, it's not that's not really an album. It's kind of just like old beats.
A compilation.
Yeah, it's like they were like just been sitting. It's not like a big deal, like something I've worked on.
Mhm.
But I am about to drop another collection of songs called "Keeper of the Flame." But that one is still in the mastering stages.
We should also point people
even
to the 303
sure.
BAM like YouTube channel itself, man.
YouTube page.
Yo.
Yeah. We almost made partner. We have a video coming soon. We've just been waiting literally like 11 months for this video to come back. Mind
Perfect.
you, the turnaround time is supposed to be two weeks.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll plug your beat album in case any rappers out there want to use any of these beats. It's Saint Thrilla on Spotify. The album is called Eyeball.
Yeah.
So get into that.
Check it out. I have put it into the YouTube description as well as the podcast description. So we keep that up for you guys. But it's been great. It's been real. And
one more thing. I've begun uploading some of our clips to the shorts portion of YouTube.
Yes.
So if you're on the YouTube, you see a clip, be sure to thumbs up all the clips, especially because that helps us get out there into the internet ether. And again, like I said, one of you will get your bills paid when I'm on, because I shop at thrift stores.
Absolutely.
I shop at thrift stores. I cut my own hair. Like, I have a lot of disposable income when it's time. So if you want that Birkin, start liking them clips, baby.
Do it.
If you want that Birkin.